Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Hazlett.
And I'm Noah Padaka. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Now we begin with some solar eclipse news, and it'll be about 20 years before Las Cruces will be able to witness a solar eclipse. So yesterday, scores of people gathered to see one this year.
The staff of the Public Library and Museum of Nature and Science handed out solar eclipse sunglasses and telescopes. And there were so many people they ran out of glasses. We didn't see a total eclipse here, but the sun was about 3/4 covered.
We've got kids as well as adults and just all sorts of people out here and learning about the eclipse, getting to see it, so it's a really cool experience.
A total solar eclipse occurs between 2 to 3 times a year worldwide. The next time Las Cruces will see an eclipse is in 2044.
Well, we had beautiful conditions yesterday for the solar eclipse, but today was a little bit of a different story, Jenny.
It was a little bit chilly. We had some weird weather, which I'll get on into later in the show, but let's go ahead and take a look at those current conditions right outside right now. We can see that there are cloudy skies with a temperature of 59 degrees, winds blowing out of the southeast at 8 miles per hour. Now, because we did see some showers, that humidity is sitting at 26% this morning, a dew point reading 15 degrees and a barometer of 29.83 inches. Now today we did see a high of only 64 when around this time of year we usually see average temperatures sitting at 77 degrees, so a little bit below average today, and we did have a low of 41 degrees. Now back in 1989 we did hit a record high of 92, so pretty high. We may hit those temperatures later this week, which I'll talk about a little bit later, and a low in 1973 at 24 degrees. Now today we did only receive a couple of showers, so not enough to change that yearly rainfall from 8.3 inches. Now Noah, back to you.
Thanks, Jenny. The Las Cruces Utilities Department says city water is safe and that you do not need to worry about arsenic. City officials say because of the water quality and arsenic issues happening over in Sunland Park, they've received a decent amount of calls about the water quality here. Now, the city released a statement saying that Las Cruces and Sunland Park do not mix their water, so that there is in fact no relationship between the Las Cruces and Sunland Park water resources. It also says Las Cruces water quality is well below the maximum level for arsenic. Now, if you do have any questions about this, you can call Ronald Barunda, who is the Deputy Director of Water for here at Las Cruces Utility.
Now stay tuned. I'll be right back with your national forecast.
Well, welcome back. You're watching News 22 Tuesday,
where news matters. Now, we always hope businesses will be more than successful in making money, but it's also a very good thing if they're also good citizens.
Yeah, News 22's Iberia de la Cruz reports on a business here in the borderland or in El Paso that has a mission of doing both.
Evan Boriseris is an expert at selling ice cream. He works at Gozo's Ice Cream Shop in El Paso.
I serve ice cream to all the El Pasoans here in El Paso. I love my job. This is like a dream to come true.
I tried the ice cream that Evan recommended, Rocky Road, and it was so good. But aside from having delicious ice cream, there's so much purpose to this business.
I really think that the people that work in Gozo's make this business special because, you know, we work in a different way and with different timings, but at the end the result is amazing because we have happy customers.
Evan is also a board member for the Down Syndrome Coalition for El Paso.
We have a special and delicious product to offer our public, and at the end everyone is happy. We give work to special needs people, and we also are serving our community.
Evan works as many as 4 days a week, and he has all the best ice cream flavors.
I like Rocky Road.
Iberia de la Cruz, News 22.
Now, Jenny, listen to this. Across the world, another heat record was broken for the 10th consecutive month. Now, according to Copernicus, which is the European Union's climate monitoring service, last month was the hottest March on record for our planet.
The unprecedented heat is due to long-term global warming. New data showed from some of the greatest rises in average temperatures included North America, Central America, parts of South America, and Eastern and Central Europe.
You know, climate's a big issue, especially now. So, you know, we're dealing with those temperature swings and stuff like that, but it's a little bit bipolar here in the borderland. You know, a lot of weird temperatures happening.
It was. We didn't see too many hot temperatures today
Yeah.
here in Las Cruces. It was a little
was
bit
good.
of weird weather.
Yeah,
Exactly.
agreed,
We
agreed.
saw some sun and some rain at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah,
So
I do like the rain, but the lower 48, a lot of weird stuff going out there. What can you tell us about
it
that?
is, yeah. So if we take a look right outside, we can see at my first map, we are looking right in front of Milton Hall here as people are walking to their cars to end their day, that it is raining outside, but there is a little bit of sunshine. We can see those clouds in the back that are covering those Oregon mountains, and we can see that it's kind of weird weather here. We didn't expect this. It's way below our average for this time of year. This is right behind Milton Hall during the same time. We can see that sun is shining through, breaking away from those clouds. So seeing some really weird weather here. But speaking of precipitation and sprinkles, if we look at my next national map, we are looking at a radar forecast of Las Cruces during this area at 3:30 today. We can see that most of that precipitation was located on the eastern half of the state. As we go into later tonight, that storm is going to move up through Texas, and it's actually going to move out of New Mexico completely. So as we move into the next couple days, those storms are going to move out of New Mexico, not expecting very much precipitation. But in the rest of the country, really where that storm is headed and where that storm is going to be on the east side of Texas. So that storm is pretty severe right there near that Houston area. As we once again get into your Tuesday night, that storm is going to increase. It's going to get pretty severe. You can see that red area right there, and that storm is expected to move up the Ohio Valley area, up into Mississippi, even up into Louisiana, where once again those temperatures are going to drop a little bit and that severe weather is going to stick. Now, if we take a look at my last national map, we are taking a look at that severe thunderstorms forecast because they're expecting a lot of precipitation. Now, they may even see softball-sized hail, tornadoes, and wind damage are likely in that area. So especially bouncing between the Dallas, Shreveport, and Houston area, that very likely severe thunderstorm forecast. Once again, moving on up into Wednesday, that threat is going to ramp up. So it is going to get worse as it heads up the coast a little bit, hitting Shreveport, Jackson, and New Orleans. Once again, likely strong tornadoes, damaging winds, and very large hail. So a lot of precipitation going on in the east and especially the south. So just be aware of that. We're not expecting too much precipitation to come back into New Mexico later on this week. We are expecting those temperatures to rise up. So don't go anywhere because right after the break, I'll have those temperatures for tomorrow. Welcome back to News 22. Let's go ahead and take a look at those temperatures across New Mexico today. It was pretty cold, seeing those 40s and 60s throughout. Farmington 62, Santa Fe 49, following that I-25 corridor, Albuquerque 55, Socorro also 55, Ruidoso 38 and 59 in Las Cruces and 58 in Deming. Now tomorrow we are expecting those temperatures to warm up just a little bit. Farmington 68, Gallup 66, Albuquerque up to 70 degrees, taking it on over to Clovis 65, Roswell 78, Las Cruces 80 degrees tomorrow, and Deming 78. Looking at those neighboring cities, Alamogordo tonight is going to have beautiful clear skies, but pretty chilly out there at 35 degrees, but tomorrow a really warm 73. Taking a look into Truth or Consequences, we'll see tonight it'll be 41, once again moving even warmer at 77 degrees with clear skies. Now in Silver City tonight, clear skies once again at 40 degrees, and tomorrow really warm 72 degrees. Bringing it to the City of the Crosses tonight, we'll see a low of 41, and tomorrow a really warm 80 degrees. So we are going to continue warming up as we go on into the week, but Noah, back to you.
Now, lots of sports action yesterday. The men's Final Four. We have Ben up on sports right next.
Thanks, guys. Coming up in sports, the Oakland A's are taking their ball and going to Sacramento. You can toss that remote because News 22 Sports is next.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
Welcome back. I'm Ben Schlittler, and let's talk some sports. It's a big day for baseball and softball on campus. Starting with baseball, blood rivals UNM are taking on NMSU for a second time this year, and the Aggies are hoping it goes better this time. The Aggies and Lobos will play 4 games this year, this being the second overall and the first in Las Cruces. Last time, the Lobos blew NMSU out of the water, mercy ruling the Aggies in the 7th inning 14-4. The Aggies have lost 4 of their last 5 and need this win. The game's currently ongoing. Moving on to softball, NMSU has lost some momentum, and if they want to get it back, they have to face one of their toughest tests yet as they host Arizona in a doubleheader. NMSU started off hot, but a rough series against Jacksonville State this weekend cooled them off, and the same can go for Arizona. The Cats dominated early on, but the Pac-12 has proven to be as chaotic as ever this year, and the Cats are struggling to find their footing. Game 1 just wrapped up, and Game 2 starts shortly. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us tomorrow for more sports action. Still ahead on News 22, Jenny will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast. But first, the eclipse also had some wedding bells. More on that when News 22 continues.
Well, welcome back. Let's go and take a look at our top stories.
Yeah, so the Las Cruces Library and Science Museum hosted a watch party for this year's total eclipse. Evan Buzares is an El Paso native man that works hard at bringing smiles at Gonzo Ice Cream Shop. Now, many couples took the opportunity during Monday's solar eclipse to say I do.
Yeah, it was a great day to do it. You know, one event in Tiffin, Ohio was named Elope at the Eclipse. Now, it took place at the Frost Canal Amphitheater, and it attracted nearly 200 couples who wanted to get married during a rare celestial occurrence, while some just renewed their vows. Let's wish their union are all out of this world. This weather's also sometimes out of this world. It's getting warmer too, Jenny.
It is, that's right. So if we go ahead and take a look at our 5-day forecast, we are going to see that those temperatures are going to increase. By the time we get to Friday, it is going to be hot. It'll be 88 degrees. So we're seeing those clear 80s all the way for the rest of the next 5 days, and even almost up to 90 degrees on that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Noah, I don't know about you, but I don't know if I'm very excited for that hot of temperatures again.
No, it's a little bit too early. I feel like it's a little bit too early to, you know, kind of, I don't know. I mean, I could try to get a tan, but I don't think
I don't know. I mean, yesterday's solar eclipse was beautiful. I thought that was a beautiful day.
I will agree. And so hopefully we'll keep that nice weather in the forecast. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. That's all we have for you. Tune in tomorrow night for more news. Have a great night.
This news brief in Español is brought to you by Noticias 22, Spanish language news for southern New Mexico and West Texas. Noticias 22.
Buenas tardes, soy Lizeth Leiva y estas son las breves de hoy con Noticias 22. La Policía del Estado de Nuevo México está investigando un tiroteo implicando al Departamento de Policía de Roswell. 3 detectives de Roswell buscaban activamente a un hombre de 27 años de edad, Javier Harvey Salinas, que recientemente había sido acusado en asesinato en primer grado, entre otros cargos. Los agentes se encontraban en un vehículo policial sin distintivos, cuando reconocieron a Salinas junto a ellos en el semáforo de una camioneta. Los detectives intentaron detenerlo, pero huyó a gran velocidad hasta estrellarse contra los arbustos de un complejo de apartamentos. Salinas emprendió la huida a pie y los agentes comenzaron a perseguirle. Cuando Salinas apuntó con un arma de fuego hacia los detectives, ambos agentes le dispararon y Salinas fue declarado muerto. La investigación continúa bajo revisión. Ayer, muchas personas se reunieron para ver el eclipse solar. El personal de la Biblioteca Pública y del Museo de Naturaleza y Ciencia ofrecieron gafas de sol y telescopios para observar el eclipse solar. Había tanta gente interesada que se agotaron las gafas y telescopios. Los residentes de Las Cruces se reunieron para presenciar este evento que solo ocurre entre 2 a 3 veces al año. Los residentes de Las Cruces no volverán a ver el próximo eclipse solar total hasta el año 2044. Muchas gracias, no olviden seguirnos en nuestras redes sociales. Eso fue todo por hoy.